Ngày mới tới ánh mắt trời bừng sáng, trái tim nóng ước mơ ta bay cao. Từng câu tiếng Anh ta luyện ta tiến, mỗi giây cố gắng làm ngày mai rực rỡ lên. Sai rồi đứng dậy chẳng sợ điều chi, dám mơ dám nói tuổi trẻ dẫn lối đi. Từ lớp học nhỏ đến trời rộng xa, tiếng Anh chắp cánh vượt đại dương bao la. Hôm nay tập
Hi,
nói,
Jenny.
ngày mai nói thật hay.
Hi, teachers.
How are you doing today? Are you good?
Yeah,
Oh, what's been happening? How was school?
it's fine.
Anything interesting?
No,
How was the kids in your class today?
fine.
Were they were they naughty today?
No.
And how's it? Did you get any? Did you do any tests or any assignments?
Yeah. Well, at first, I got a little bit trippy, and well, my brain somehow don't get it until when I got the tests. I did write all of them, so that was great. It's just that my teacher did just hit me with a ruler. Well, it's very painful, but you know what? It's kind of work because like literally the test is so easy.
Really? How much did you get?
I got right all of them.
Congratulations, Jenny. That's amazing. And
And it was not it was math.
you got all of them correct. That's awesome. And what about your friends? Did they also get full marks?
Well, my friend who sit next to me, she did got right all of them except one. She got right one.
Okay, so one. Okay, Jenny, well, thank you for sharing that. And what did your mom say about your math test that you got full marks?
I didn't tell her about that.
You didn't?
Yeah.
You must. It's such a big accomplishment.
Well, okay, maybe it is, but my mom was like, "Oh yeah, that's cool," and then just go on with her day. It's like work every time, but still.
Oh, Jenny, I'm very proud of you. Okay, so Jenny, today we're going to talk about banning bottled water. So some schools in the United States have banned the sale of bottled water, and many parents and teachers have welcomed this decision. Would it be a good idea if Korean schools stop selling bottled water?
Okay, maybe like no, but I know that some of the company will have a water bottle, but sometimes the plastic cannot be very clean enough, and sometimes when they make they have other things that is very bad and not suitable for the water could get inside, you know. But I think like there's no way it's gonna happen. So I guess no.
Okay, so let's look at the list of the drinks below. Okay, so you're going to decide which are the best drinks and which are the healthiest. Write your answers in the two columns, and then you're going to tell below. So the best drinks and then the healthiest drinks. So you're going to divide them: the Coke, orange juice, coffee, water, and milk. But I need you to give me a reason why. Okay, are you ready?
Okay. So the best drink is probably like for me, well, is coffee and milk. Not combined together. I don't like the dark coffee because it tastes bland.
Okay. A good reason. I like that.
Coffee and milk. Yeah. Milk. Oh no, I'm a worker. Okay. And the healthiest drink is that's easy. That's just water.
Water? Do you drink a lot of water?
I can't drink a gallon of them and be not eating any single thing on the morning. Well, okay, maybe it does. Yeah. But sometimes I did lie to my dad that I already eaten when I'm not. Now I know it's
Why?
bad.
Why do you
I
do
know.
that?
Well, sometimes he just says, "Do you want to eat dumpling? Do you want to eat spaghetti? Do you want to eat tacos? Do you want to eat bread with toppings? Blah blah." I would be so picky with that. I would not choose a single thing that he will say until I have to force myself to choose something that I will eat.
And
Oh
what
yeah,
and what does your mom say?
my mom, well, she know me a lot because I'm a child, and she would say to him is that, oh, don't you think that she could lie? Like, come on, your child could lie, and sometimes you need to force them to eat. Besides, they're little, they need minerals.
And then what about orange juice?
That's the best drink in a healthy drink. I think so. Maybe sometime, or if a juice that don't have sugar, then is healthy. If a juice that have sugar, that's unhealthy. Kinda.
Okay, valid point you're making there. I like that. What about Coke? Okay, well,
Well,
wait, Jenny, type that first, yes, and then you're gonna do the next one.
so Coke. Now, yeah, I I did like to drink Coke if I left there for like 5 minutes or left there longer because well sometimes I drink it hurt my throat because how much bubble it got.
Yes, so it burns your throat.
And it sting.
It stings.
Yeah. And milk
Mm-hmm.
is beside. It's depending on which type of milk. So,
What type of milk do you drink?
well, I will drink milk that have like orange flavored milk. I know milk that have orange kind of flavored tint, a tint of orange. Oh,
Like okay. And how does that taste?
it tastes good, but I only like it if it was left in the fridge, not outside, because it did taste good, but it's not like gooder than in the fridge because I like it cool.
Okay, that makes kind of sense.
I'm done.
Well done, Jenny. Okay, now based on what you said, okay, why do you think people buy bottled water?
To give them hydrated and well sometimes when you don't have food you need to drink water for your survival because that's how you survive.
Yeah, that's true. And where can students get bottled water if they cannot buy it in school?
At home, a free made water bottle.
Ah?
A free made water bottle. Like we got water at home, so just got a bottle of that
Yes.
used to be a Coke, but you change it to water because it's healthy Coke.
So recycled bottles, yes. I like that. And do you drink bottled water or other soft drinks?
But it's kinda rare to got soft drink. But even if I did, then I would be like usually drink that on Saturday or Sunday on if I was in school at those days because you know why? I need to take swimming class because if I didn't take class at school on Friday, then I have to go to swimming class on Saturday. Not Sunday, but Saturday. So I would like take a soft drink and I would also drink it to my friends to drink it.
Okay. And what do you normally drink at school?
Well, water, and that's it.
Okay. Do you drink a lot of water at school?
Not really. but at home I drink a bunch, kind of, sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, so Chenny, you're going to read for us the article banning bottled water. Can you read that for us?
Is that in 1989, some companies put water into plastic bottles for the first time. Many people like this product and bottled water became popular. These days, millions of people all over the world enjoy bottled water. However, some schools have stopped selling it. Is this a good thing? Some people argue that it is a great idea to ban the sale of bottled water. One reason is that bottled water is bad for our environment. We use so much plastic for the bottles and then we just throw them away. We also need to use a lot of water to clean the plastic bottles. Another problem is that bottled water is very expensive. While it is such a waste of money when we can't get water from the faucet or a very low price. Other people argue that bottled water has many benefits. First, bottled water is healthy. It's much better for students to buy water than to buy sodas and fruit juice. These drinks contain sugar and other additives. I think so, such as unnatural flavor and colors. Second, when we buy bottled water, we know that it will be clean and of good quality. When we drink from a water fountain, we don't know if it was been purified. In other words, we don't know if they have removed the substance from the water. Of course not.
Okay, now based on what you read, Chenny, why did bottled water become popular in 1989?
Because that they put water bottle in a plastic bottle and somehow a lot of people like this product and it just became popular to this day.
Perfect. And then why is bottled water bad for the environment?
It's because that we use so much plastic and we just throw them away from the sea or other cases that was really bad and look ugly. So other animals could accidentally eat them and choke or get stuck.
In their throat. Well done. And why is it a waste of money to buy bottled water?
Because in some type of country, bottled water could be very expensive for them to buy. And well, some people in that country might think it is a waste of money and a bad idea just to buy it.
Yes. And then, why is it much better for students to buy bottled water instead of sodas or fruit juices?
Because bottled water keeps us hydrated and good for our body and blood, while soda and fruit juice contain a lot of sugar and bad and false flavors and colors that contain in there that we just don't know.
Okay, well said. And what is the reason that people don't drink water from water fountain?
Well, it's because a lot of people are very careful for what they drink in other time, even if it was water. Well, it's not just normal water. We need to be careful if it was clean or not.
I like that. Well done, Jenny. Now, moving on to the vocabulary part. Can you do this for us? So we've got additives, banned, faucet, and then purified and remove. Sorry, faucet.
Oh, okay. That was wrong. So the cleaner can remove. Okay, add a letter. Remove any kinds of stains. My kitchen became full of water when I broke the faucet. That is a sad one.
So faucet is the same as a tap.
Yeah. You didn't drink water from a lake because it has not been purified. Purified. Let me see if I can break that down. Okay. I'm done. But purified. Food companies use a lot of additive. Yeah.
Additive? Yeah, is when they add things to the water.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait. I will miss it. Okay, I remember. To make their snacks taste great. Snacks. The government left the sale of tiger skin to protect ban tiger skin ban ban the sale of tiger skin to protect tiger. Understandable?
What does it mean to ban something?
It's like ban. It's like we cannot use or have them completely. Like you, even if you have them, you go to jail or you got caught in the internet, and people gonna blame you. You
Mhm.
know,
And then, what does it mean if something has been purified?
it purifies kind of like it is clean. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
To remove, yeah, and to make it clean. Well done. And then, what are additives?
additive is could mean it could be like anything that's bad, like sugar or food color or blah blah blah.
Perfect. Well done, Jenny. You got them all correct. Amazing. Now, moving on to the next part, okay? So, we're going to do the supporting opinions. So, you're going to match the supporting and refuting part with number 1 to 4 with A, B, C, and D. Remember to read carefully and think what you're reading because you're going to use this for your debate. Okay. So, you ready to do it? You know what to do?
Yeah.
Right.
So bottled water is very bad for the environment. School don't need to sell bottled water. Many students don't want to use water fountains. Students should be allowed to buy bottled water because they need to carry it around with them. Um, because they need to carry it around with them. Maybe because a lot of fuel is used to transport the water all over the world. Transport the water all over. Well, okay. This is the opposite. No, because there are many water fountains that students can use. Okay, so that one we got for environment, don't need water. Okay, because they think that they are dirty and unhealthy. Oh, so now one is D, and because they need to carry it around with them. Okay, because lost fuel transport the water all around the world. Maybe like that one and that one. Okay, this is kind of like the opposite, and I got twisted.
Okay.
It's that opposite.
Perfect. Okay. Now, you're going to do the refuting part for us.
Students need to buy water because they don't have time to line up at the water fountain. Bottled water is of higher quality, but the water causes too much pollution, but the water is too expensive. I disagree. There are many ways to recycle a plastic bottle. Okay, that one. That's not true. Students don't have to line up and wait because school have many water fountains. So one is B. I disagree, bottled water is usually much cheaper than other soft drink. Okay, so two is C. That is not true. Water from the faucet is of high quality than bottled water because the government spend a lot of time of money cleaning the water. Maybe is 4 is D. I'm done.
Okay. So, let's have a look. So, bottled water is very bad for the environment. Okay. Because They think that they are dirty and unhealthy. Well done. Schools don't need to sell bottled water because a lot of fuel is used to transport the water all over the world. Many students don't want to use water fountains because there are many water fountains as students. Yes, perfect. Students should be allowed to buy bottled water because they need to carry it around with them. Well done, Jenny. Now, the refuting part. Students need to buy bottled water because they don't have time to line up at the water fountain. So B, okay? So this is not true. Students don't have to line up. Yes, it's talking about lining up. Well done. Bottled water is of higher quality. C. I disagree. Bottled water usually much cheaper than other soft drinks. Is it so B? Is it B? Which one is B?
Oh no, it's C. Let's see.
Okay, let's have a look here. Bottled water is too expensive.
So it's D.
That's not true. Water for higher. So this one is actually C.
What?
So I did it because they're asking if bottled water is too expensive. So I disagree. Bottled water is usually much cheaper than other soft drinks.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's the reason. So that is C. Let me just quickly do this. Okay, so that's C. And then bottled water causes too much pollution. I disagree. The many ways to recycle. There are many ways to recycle. Yes, that's right. So that one is C. That one number one we have there B, and then that is then D. Not true. Water faster the higher quality. So C is about quality and higher quality. So that's D. Okay. But well done, Jenny. That was really good. Okay, so moving on to the next part. Okay, the supporting opinion. Do you know what to do with the supporting and opposing? So you're gonna highlight for us the main idea. You're gonna underline in a different color the supporting ideas, and then another color the examples. Okay, so you can do that for us.
So the highlight. Okay, so the main one is gonna be highlighter, I think. So school should ban the sale water bottle. And not really. That was a highlighter. Maybe not. Okay, school should be banned to sell bottled water. That's the main reason. And reason why. The first reason is that water bottle from the faucet is very clean. And why is much cheaper than water bottle? Because the government spend a lot of money on purifying the water. As a result, people cannot tell the difference between tap water and bottled water. Okay, that's the reason why. And another reason is that bottled water is bad for the environment. That's the reason. And why is large trucks in airplane transport bottled water. Yes, they use a lot of fuel and cause pollution. It does not make sense to transport bottled water to different countries. And to the main one, to the opposing one, the school should continue to sell bottled water. And reason why is first, bottled water is not that expensive. That's reason why it's usually much cheaper and soft than other soft drink. Also, we can reuse the plastic bottles many times. That will help to save money. That's the reason. Another reason why. Second, it's not a good idea to ban only bottled water. That's the main reason why. And why is that all soft drinks cause a lot of pollution because they also use plastic, metal, and glass. These drinks cause much more pollution than bottled water. They are also unhealthy. Schools should ban soft drink and keep selling bottled water.
Well done, Jenny. That was amazing. So once again, schools shouldn't ban the sale of bottled water. This is the reason: is that water from the faucet is very clean. Another reason is that bottled water is bad for the environment. And then schools should continue to sell water bottle. First, bottled water is not that expensive. And the second is not a good idea. It can only idea to ban only bottled water. Well done, Jenny. That was really, really good. Now, moving on to our next part. So, do you think bottled water will be popular if all the bottles are made from glass?
It's depending on choices, but I think not. Because like if water bottle is reusable and glass, well, if people are very creative and have a safe protector, then they could reuse it to make like jewelry. Yeah, because I know some people take glass bottle to make jewelry. And it's fake.
And should we buy bottled water that comes from a different country?
No, we don't have to. And besides, if your country have one, then just buy them to your country because that will take a lot of time if you even just buy water bottle from the country. You may sound fancy to other people, but really, trust me, just water.
Yeah, it's just water. But what about cool drink? What if we buy like sodas or juice? Should we buy it from different countries?
Well, it's depending on your curiosities. And are you fascinated enough to waste your money to buy those?
Ah, true. Oh, valid point. And do you think that bottled water is too expensive?
It's depending on country, but like really, I think it's water bottle is very cheap. The- yeah, it's very cheap.
In your country is quite cheap, and my country is quite expensive.
What? How?
Yeah, it's very expensive. You can only that's why we Jenny, we make use of the bottled water. We reuse it, we recycle it, and then we refill it.
Ah,
Yeah. And yes, you want to ask me something?
I I remember that one people in TikTok they said in German you can collect bottled water and then take it to the person, the staff, the supermarket or any kind of shop and then give them the plastic bottle so they could give you a receipt and then they could give you the money. That's good job. You receive money by collecting plastic bottle in Germany. I
Yeah.
know.
Okay. And tell me, huh? Do you how do you feel about using water fountains at school?
Well, at first I will feel like disgusted and don't know why. But even if I want to be protecting myself, I would check if the smell stinks or not. And I will check very clearly on individual spot if they have a dust, a single piece of drop of sand or anything black, then I will not drink it.
And does other kids drink by water fountains?
I never seen any person drink from water fountains, and I think that's gross.
And do you think bottled water tastes better than tap water?
Oh no, I think tap water tastes better if it was cool. I
Mm.
don't know.
Okay, so Tenny, I've got a surprise for you. We're gonna watch something, okay, about bottled water. Just give me 1 second. There we go.
Yeah, I'm thirsty. Let's go get some water.
Okay, there we go. Got it. There we go. Can you see my screen? Okay.
She look familiar. I don't know.
Okay, let's see.
Wait, I have a question. Where's the sound?
Oh, you can't hear it.
No, I can't.
Okay, let's see now.
What? I can't believe you
Oh,
drink
okay.
tap water.
Okay, perfect.
What are you talking about? Bottled water is safer, it tastes better, and I just like it. I can't believe you didn't learn your lesson. I mean, didn't you see what happened in Flint, Michigan? There was lead in their water. Do you know what that does to a young child's brain development and can cause high blood pressure in adults? Yeah, you're going to trust the water, but not every town is like Flint, Michigan. That situation was mainly due to a combination of changing their source water and not having environmental engineers account for that when they were doing their calculations. And that led to decalcification of their pipes and the release of lead into their water. So that was a pretty terrible situation, but not every town is going to be like that. I don't believe you. If you don't trust our tap water, why don't we just check the county website? The EPA states that every public water system has to report what the water quality is like on an annual basis. We can just check what this year's water is like. Okay. Well, here we go. It shows every substance and the unit measurement of allowed concentrations, and it tells if it's in violation with the EPA regulations of the Drinking Water Act. If you look on this website right now, it says that we're not in violation for any of these contaminants, including lead, chlorine, chloramines, nitrates, copper.
Hang on, Chetty. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. This is not the one I was.
Hey teacher, is it sunny on your time? Because I really can't hear the cricket on my time.
Yes, it's sunny.
Mine is midnight.
Really?
Almost, but I can still hear the cricket.
Oh. Is the cricket on your side?
Yeah. Like the cricket.
Okay.
This is a story about a world obsessed with stuff. It's a story about a system in crisis. We're trashing the planet.
There we go. There we go. Got it. Okay, this is very informative. Okay.
We're trashing each other, and we're not even having fun. The good thing is that when we start to understand the system, we start to see lots of places to step in and turn these problems into solutions.
Oh.
The problems with trying to use less stuff is that sometimes we feel like we really need it. What if you live in a city like, say, Cleveland, and you want a glass of water? Are you going to take your chances and get it from the city tap? Or should you reach for a bottle of water that comes from the pristine rainforest of Fiji? Well, Fiji brand water thought the answer to this question was obvious, so they built a whole ad campaign around it. It turned out to be one of the dumbest moves in advertising history. You see, the city of Cleveland didn't like being the butt of Fiji's jokes, so they did some tests, and guess what? These tests showed a glass of Fiji water is lower quality, it loses taste tests against Cleveland Tap, and costs thousands of times more. This story is typical of what happens when you test bottled water against tap water. Is it cleaner? Sometimes not. In many ways, bottled water is less regulated than tap. Is it tastier? In taste tests across the country, people consistently choose tap over bottled water. These bottled water companies say they're just meeting consumer demand. But who would demand a less sustainable, less tasty, way more expensive product, especially when you can get for almost free in your kitchen? Bottled water costs about 2,000 times more than tap water. Can you imagine paying 2,000 times the price of anything else? How about a $10,000 sandwich? Yet people in the US buy more than 500 million bottles of water every week. That is enough to circle the globe more than 5 times. How did this come to be? Well, it all goes back to how our materials economy works, and one of its key drivers, which is known as manufactured demand. If companies want to keep growing, they have to keep selling more and more stuff. In the 1970s, giant soft drink companies got worried as they saw their growth projections starting to level off. There's only so much soda a person can drink. Plus, it wouldn't be long before people began realizing soda is not that healthy and turned back to, gasp, drinking tap water. Well, the companies found their next big idea in a silly designer product that most people laughed off as a passing yuppie fad. Water is free, people said back then. What will they sell us next? Air? So how do you get people to buy this fringe product? Simple. You manufacture demand. How do you do that? Well, imagine you're in charge of a bottled water company. Since people aren't lining up to trade their hard-earned money for your unnecessary product, you make them feel scared and insecure if they don't have it. And that's exactly what the bottled water industry did. One of their first marketing tactics was to scare people about tap water with ads like Fiji's Cleveland campaign. When we're done, one top water executive said, tap water will be relegated to showers and washing dishes. Next, you hide the reality of your product behind images of pure fantasy. Have you ever noticed how bottled water tries to seduce us with pictures of mountain streams and pristine nature? But guess where a third of all bottled water in the US actually comes from? The tap. Pepsi's Aquafina and Coke's Dasani are two of the many brands that are really filtered tap water. But the pristine nature lie goes much deeper. In a recent full-page ad, Nestle said, bottled water is the most environmentally responsible consumer product in the world. What? They are trashing the environment all along the product's life cycle. Exactly how is that environmentally responsible? The problems start here with extraction and production, where oil is used to make water bottles. Each year, making the plastic water bottles used in the US takes enough oil and energy to fuel 1 million cars. All that energy spent to make the bottle, even more to ship it around the planet, and then we drink it in about 2 minutes? That brings us to the big problem at the other end of the life cycle, disposal. What happens to all these bottles when we're done? 80% end up in landfills, where they will sit for thousands of years, or in incinerators, where they are burned, releasing toxic pollution. The rest gets collected for recycling. I was curious about where the plastic bottles that I put in the recycling bins go. I found out that shiploads were being sent to India, so I went there. I will never forget riding over a hill outside Madras, where I came face to face with a mountain of plastic bottles from California. Now, real recycling would turn these bottles back into bottles. But that wasn't what was happening here. Instead, these bottles were slated to be downcycled, which means turning them into lower quality products that would just be chucked later. The parts that couldn't be downcycled were thrown away there, shipped all the way to India just to be dumped in someone else's backyard. If bottled water companies want to use mountains on their labels, it would be more accurate to show one of these mountains of plastic waste. Scaring us, seducing us, and misleading us. These strategies are all core parts of manufacturing demand. Once they've manufactured all this demand, creating a new multi-billion-dollar market, they defend it by beating out the competition. But in this case, the competition is our basic human right to clean, safe drinking water. Pepsi's vice chairman publicly said, the biggest enemy is tap water. They want us to think it's dirty and bottled water is the best alternative. In many places, public water is polluted, thanks to polluting industries like the plastic bottle industry. And these bottled water guys are all too happy to offer their expensive solutions, which keep us hooked on their products. It is time we took back the tap. That starts with making a personal commitment to not buy or drink bottled water unless the water in your community is truly unhealthy. Yes, it takes a bit of foresight to grab a reusable bottle on the way out, but I think we can handle it. Then take the next step. Join a campaign that's working for real solutions, like demanding investment in clean tap water for all. In the US, tap water is underfunded by $24 billion, partly because people believe drinking water only comes from a bottle. Around the world, 1 billion people don't have access to clean water right now. Yet cities all over are spending millions of dollars to deal with all the plastic bottles we throw out. What if that money was spent improving our water systems, or better yet, preventing pollution to begin with? There are many more things we can do to solve this problem. Lobby your city officials to bring back drinking fountains. Work to ban the purchase of bottled water by your school, your organization, or entire city. This is a huge opportunity for millions of people to wake up and protect our wallets, our health, and the planet. The good news is it's already started. Bottled water sales have begun to drop while business is booming for safe, refillable water bottles. Yay! Restaurants are proudly serving tap, and people are choosing to pocket the hundreds or thousands of dollars they would otherwise be wasting on bottled water. Carrying bottled water is on its way to being as cool as smoking while pregnant. We know better now. The bottled water industry is getting worried because the jig is up. We are not buying into their manufactured demand anymore. We will choose our own demands, thank you very much, and we're demanding clean, safe water for all.
Okay. So was that informative?
Yeah, but that was a hardworking woman because just to say the story, remember those lines, and making the animation. I think if that was on her.
Yeah, but she knows quite a lot about it. So, school should ban the sale of bottled water. Okay, so Jenny, you are going to refute it. Okay, so I'm going to give you, are you ready to refute it?
Yeah.
Okay, remember, you're going to make your statement and then give me 2 reasons and then examples.
School should ban the sale of bottled water. The reason why is that it's just not that bad. The bottled water is just bad for the student health or whatever. It's just that it will be the waste of them own money. Besides, depending on some country, it might be expensive, but not only expensive, but it could ruin, well, the animals who live in the place that they just throw the plastic on the house. But literally, we got a home, a sweet home, and then somehow trash on our home, and that's just sad. So, school should be banned for the sale of bottled water. Is that, well, sometimes some of the company could manipulate some person to feel bad about ourselves and insecure on what we drink. So they would somehow make us to buy their bottled water on their company. So they would have the money and their selling store would go to the worst to the best. So I guess that the reason why they banned the water bottle is that it's just a waste of money and it could ruin the nature.
Well said, Jenny. I like that. And I like the examples you provided to support your opinion. Okay, so Jenny, for homework, which one would you like to do? Number 2 or number 3?
3.
So the government should ban bottled water from a different country. So you are going to support and you're going to refute this. So tell me, Jenny, did you enjoy today's session?
Yeah.
Was good. And thank you for your opinion on bottled waters. Tell me, are you going to try to reuse your water bottles?
Think because at home I got a bunch of them.
Perfect. Well done, Jenny. Jenny,